job in the military was the best I've ever had. It was also the hardest on my body. The conditions I developed came as a surprise to me, but I was even more surprised by how easy it was to receive my VA disability rating and how much of a difference the monthly tax-free payments make in my life. Get what you earned. Visit choose.va.gov.
While everyone's talking about the high cost of medicine, CVS Health is doing something about it, lowering the cost of care for millions of Americans. While everyone's talking about the high cost of medicine, CVS Health is doing something about it, lowering the cost of care for millions of Americans by making the medicines they need more affordable and accessible, with average out-of-pocket less than $11 a month, and most paying less than $100 a year. And by accelerating the use of new biosimilars, we're making some of the most expensive and effective new drugs available for $0 out of pocket, while delivering over $1 billion in savings. CVS Health, lowering the cost of care in America.
Even if you are a genius, you can't beat the design of a casino. Do you know why there are never clocks or windows in casinos? That's to make you lose track of time, so you can lose all your savings without realizing it. Don't be foolish there, you are just a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. But you still crave that feeling of your heart racing, right? Then switch the battlefield. Here you don't need to fight psychological traps. Log in every day and you get a massive amount of free gold coins. One click to withdraw and it hits your PAL account instantly with no tricks involved. Now you can download Jackpot High Slot from the App Store.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better online protection with NordVPN. It will encrypt your online traffic, protect you from malware, phishing, and stop annoying ads. Get NordVPN now.
Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly, Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your healthcare provider about once weekly Zepbound.
Trusted, local. WCTV Eyewitness News starts now.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Abraiya Ruffin. Abby has the night off. Tonight, Florida's top lawyer is investigating OpenAI, in part because of its alleged link to the FSU shooting. Attorneys say the accused FSU shooter used OpenAI's chatbot to help plan his attack. We want to warn you, the content of this story may be distressing to some. Florida's Attorney General James Uffmeyer announcing an investigation into OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT. In the video shared to X today, Uffmeyer brought up the risk associated with the technology, including its recent ties to the FSU shooting. We shared yesterday some of the message logs between the alleged shooter, Phoenix Eichner, and the chatbot. In the hours before the shooting, he asked what time the student union was the busiest, how to use a shotgun, where school shooters go, to the prison in Florida, and he told the bot that he was suicidal.
The development and rollout of artificial intelligence is a monumental leap in technology, but it has not been without concern for public safety and national security.
Now, this comes on the heels of a lawsuit against OpenAI filed by the lawyer for one of the victims, Robert Morales. We spoke with the attorney for the first time today. Morales' lawyer says at some points the chatbot encourages the shooter to stay on the platform and doesn't appear to catch on to the troubling pattern.
How could these questions be asked and there be no alarm? they knew or should have known they needed to take action. They needed to do something. And if they had done that, Mr. Morales, the other man who died, and the other people who were shot wouldn't have gone through the horror that they've gone through in this last year.
Morales was one of 2 people killed in the shooting, and several others were injured. Eichner's trial is slated for October 19th. The state is seeking the death penalty against him. Controversy continues to swirl around a Tallahassee circuit judge as a man accused of abusing and killing his 5-year-old stepdaughter asked for a new judge to oversee his case. A new motion filed today shows Daniel Spencer is asking for Judge Tiffany Baker Carper to be disqualified. Spencer is accused in the May 2025 death of Missy Mogul, whose case inspired a new state law. The motion calls Baker Carper's decision to release Spencer on bond to await sentencing in a separate child sex case, quote, a hot topic in the news, and points to recent calls by the governor and attorney general for her to be impeached. The motion says Spencer, quote, fears he will not receive a fair trial from the current trial judge. There are no dates set for a hearing on that request. Today, the Tallahassee-Leon County Commission on the Status of Women and Girls met to launch a new program to recognize local businesses that support women. They also considered ordinances like parking spots for expecting mothers and diaper changing stations. They say the goal of the new community initiative, quote, Businesses for a Better Tallahassee-Leon, is to get businesses across the area involved. They say a tier system will help women identify which companies they prefer to work for. For example, the bronze tier is for businesses that have initiated at least one program, like displaying menstrual products in bathrooms, all the way up to gold for businesses that have made contributions to women and girls' health over a significant period of 3 or more years.
I think setting it up with flexibility, so even if it's an ordinance, giving kind of a tier system of what makes sense for each business or organization versus you must do this.
Leaders say they understand not every recommendation will apply to every business, so they're keeping the program flexible. They say some businesses can be more inclusive of women, including offering parental leave policies, adding nursing stations, and providing menstrual products. Alrighty, we are taking a live look outside at downtown Tallahassee, a nice calm, cool night view out there. Chief Meteorologist Mike McCall joining us with a check of the forecast. And Mike, it was a nice sunny day out today, nice and warm.
Just delightful if you had those outdoor plans. Now, humidity wasn't super low and the winds weren't super high, so we didn't have the big fire danger